Hey y'all, it's Liz. Okay, Steve just did a video about Air Force officers someone wanting to be an officer in the Air Force. Now we're going to be doing this video because I have gotten tons and tons and tons of people asking about the video that we had made one time about so you want to join the military. And Steve had mentioned about getting the career field that you want and how to get the career field that you want. What he failed to mention in that particular video was that the 5 top choices was for juniors that are in high school. So I'm going to turn it over to Steve now. We're going to go through this right quick so you guys will know. And there's always a positive, nothing bad. You can't go wrong going in the military. That's period. Right. Yeah. So I'm going to turn it over to Steve. We're going to talk about that and then also talk about the cutoff age for the Air Force and for the Army. So here we go. Turn it around. All right. There you are, Steven. You got your wine?
Hey, y'all.
All right. Hey, don't be mocking me, buddy. All right.
Oh, that was Paula Dean.
No. Okay. All right, Steve. So can you please tell them, we did that video, and but we failed to mention that it was for juniors, the 5 career choices.
Yeah.
How does that work for juniors or sophomores that are watching this video now?
Okay. As I've said before, every day there's changes, so check with the recruiter. He can better tell you. But the way our son went in when he was a junior in high school, he checked into it, he took the ASVAB, he saw what he qualified for, and at that time what they said was choose 5 career fields you're eligible for and we guarantee one of the 5. Alright? So what he wanted to be a firefighter at that time. A fireman. So I asked the recruiter, are there 4 career fields that never come up? And he said, oh yeah, nothing medical ever comes up, like that. So what I had Sean do was put fireman first, fireman's apprentice first, and then 4 career fields that never come up. And when they came back 2 weeks later, he had the fireman's apprentice. So we kind of guaranteed him that job, and that's how you do that. That's if you're still in high school, all right?
ROTC or?
Well, that's a different program.
Oh, okay, but that helps as far as when you first go in. You go in with...
It helps if you have a certain amount of ROTC, you can get one of your stripes earlier.
Okay, all right.
But it doesn't help with your career field selection.
Okay. So we went over the career field selection.
Well, and also, otherwise, you can... I would take that ASVAB until you got the score that you wanted and you qualified for the career field that you wanted.
Now, the scores have changed since the last time we made this video. As my understanding, they've gone up. The scores are higher. It's higher.
Well, once again, the Air Force does not need people. So, they make it tough to get in.
Okay.
It's always been one of the tougher services to get in than the others. So, if you're unable to get in the Air Force, please check out the other services. All right? Because you can never go wrong by going in the service.
I wanted to find out about the cutoff age for the Air Force, if you could tell me that.
For enlisted, it's 26, and for officers, it's 35.
Wow. It's a big difference.
Well, reason being is you have to go to college. So by the time you graduate college, if you're 24, 25 already...
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
okay. What about the other branches? Do you know what their cutoff age is for enlisted?
I do know that the Army went up to 42, but as far as the other ones, I'm not sure.
Okay.
They would have to check with the recruiter. There's different ones for each of the services, and there's different ones for enlisted and Air Force. I mean, enlisted and officers.
And can you just maybe go over what you had told Sean? I remember you had talked several times about officers' pay and enlisted pay, that there's a big difference when you're first going in.
Yeah. At that time, I was trying to convince Sean to either go to college and go in as an officer, or in my mind, go in enlisted, take your classes, get your degree, and then try to get your commission. One of the ways I tried to convince him was I showed him the pay chart. I pulled up the pay chart for that year, which I think was 2008.
Mm-hmm.
And I went to the Chief Master Sergeant, which is the E9 for the Air Force, and at 24 years he was making around $56,000. So he'd been in 24 years, had rose to the ranks all the way up to E9, which only 1% does that, and he's making $56,000. I went to the officers' pay scale. Now, at 4 years, you automatically make captain unless you kill somebody.
Mm-hmm.
You automatically make captain at 4 years. He made $60,000. He made $4,000 more than the enlisted E9 that had been in for 24 years already. The guy that's E9 24 years, he's done. He's only got a few more years that he can serve, you see, whereas the captain at 4 years has nothing but upside. He's got years and years left.
Mm-hmm.
And I showed him that the lieutenant colonel at 24 years was making $102,000. Now these are all going up, of course. And so it's a major pay difference. Major pay difference.
Yeah. So, being in the military, you're not going to get rich.
Not rich, but you do well.
You do well.
For one thing, you don't pay anything for benefits. You get your hospitalization, your dental, and free.
For enlisted.
For all of them.
Well, I mean, yeah, but I'm saying, like, for us, we're retired. Now we're paying in a little bit. I mean, it's not much, and we get
once
great
you retire,
coverage.
You're paying $38 a month.
Yeah.
Which is nothing.
Yeah.
The guys at Lockheed Martin pay a whole lot more than that per week.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not even good insurance.
And we can honestly say that the military has really done good by Sean.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, Sean really...
Sean's only been in 2.5 years, and he's making $3,200. Now, that doesn't sound like a lot, but half of that is tax-free.
Right.
And he doesn't pay anything for benefits. It's practically spending money.
Yeah, because he doesn't pay... He gets an allowance for housing, so...
Right, which is tax-free.
Right, and...
allowance for subsistence, which is also tax-free.
And when he goes back to the dorms or whatever, he can eat for free.
He has a meal card. He eats wherever he wants to on base, and it's free.
Yeah. So there is a upside to this, especially for the young kids going in that aren't married, that are, you know, that's not a mother or father yet.
Well, a lot of guys and girls has used the military as a stepping stone to something they really want. For instance, they'll go in for 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
They'll you get paid a decent wage. You know, you get a place to live and all this stuff. But you also get to use tuition assistance while you're in, which pays 100% of your tuition. You buy the books, but it pays all your tuition. Then if when you get out, you have the GI Bill, which pays now around $1,500 a month, plus it pays for your tuition and books. So they can go to college and do what, say if they want to be a teacher or a nurse or something like that, they can go without even having to work another job and get their degree.
Wow.
You know, so they use that as a stepping stone. So yeah, it's you can never go wrong by going into service.
Yeah, because I know sometimes you get, I get messages, people that down the military, and they say, well, it's not really cracked up like that. You should just, you'd be better off, like working your way through.
Well, I mean, there are some people that, I mean, the military doesn't try to be for everyone.
Yeah.
I personally would hate to think where I would be without it today.
Yeah.
I was in it for over 22 years. I retired. I got my job now because of it. We made 6 figures last year. I would say that it is one of the best things I've ever done, other than marrying Elizabeth.
Whatever. You're a suck up. Drink your wine.
I have been. I love you.
I love you too. Well, I do want to say that, and you've said it over and over again, it's the only thing that a person can do that will get them off the street. It'll feed them, give them shelter, give them the schooling.
It'll give you the respect of most all the people.
Yeah.
Also, it's a real good place for young people to start.
Yeah, because it gets them off the streets.
Well, not even that. It gives you a decent paying job, a place to stay, and you can go to school if you want to, and they pay for it. There's no college debt.
And what's the best thing? You get to travel the world, huh?
You get to travel the world on Uncle Sam's dime. I'd tell you where I'd been, but it would take all night. I can tell you where I haven't been. That'd be shorter. But it was great. I mean, I've been a lot of places, and I know our son is fixing to go to Afghanistan.
Yeah.
He's fixing to do his thing. He's in New Mexico now. He had basic training in San Antonio. He had his school up at Shepherd Air Force Base in northern Texas. And now he's in New Mexico. He's fixing to go to Afghanistan, and who knows after that.
Yeah.
But you meet a lot of people, you make a lot of friends, you get paid decently, your benefits are the best. I mean, they pay for everything.
Yeah.
So, where's the downside? People say, oh, they make you wear your haircut. Well, you know what? So do a lot of companies.
Yeah.
People say, oh, well, you got to wear a uniform. Well, you know what? A lot of companies make you dress a certain way.
How about this one? You kill because the man says so.
You kill? I never killed anybody.
Thank you, baby.
Yeah. But it depends on what you want. And then again, like I said, the military is not for everyone. They don't try to be. Yeah. If you think, oh, I can't kill because don't go in the Army.
Yeah.
Don't go in the Marines. That's their job. There are a lot of jobs that don't involve anything like that. I'm a mechanic.
Yeah.
Never killed anyone intentionally. And I never killed anyone.
Yeah.
But I've had a lot of experiences. I met President Carter. I've been at a lot of president's speeches. Bush, Reagan, Bush 1. What do you call it? Bush 41. I've met congressmen and high-ranking officials, and I would have never done that if I'd have stayed in Indiana and worked at a factory or something like that. And I'm glad I didn't do that.
Well, I think that the military is wonderful. It's been
Absolutely
really
is.
Great for us, and I know it's going to be great for our son, and
hopefully our daughter.
Yeah. So, anybody who has any questions, please just leave your comments below or your questions below, and Steve will answer those. He's pretty good about that. Lately, he's been slacking on answering the military questions because of the fact that he worked a lot, 6-7 days a week.
76 hours a week.
Yeah, so now he's getting some downtime, and we're fixing to watch some television now and listen to Colt Ford and just hang out.
Because my girl wants to party all the time.
Okay, please don't. Let's not go there, baby.
Okay.
Anyways, if you guys have any questions, please just leave them below. Other than that, we'll see you later.
Deuces.
Deuces, y'all. Bye.